off. Lakers, LeBron start tomorrow. Dodgers, Milwaukee today after our show, an hour after our show, which will be the baseball game of the year. Dodgers, Brewers. I still think Milwaukee's the better team. Dodgers won last night. My friend Jason Whitlock is joining us. He looks different than usual. This is your Patrick Mahomes look.
Patrick Mahomes is the greatest thing to hit the sports world since Magic Johnson. I'm all in on Pat.
They're the worst team defensively.
Right now they are.
Well, Eric Berry comes back. That will help.
Justin Houston will come back. That'll help.
So D Ford's your only legitimate pass rusher.
Yeah.
Do you think you can win it?
They went to Gillette and should have won the game, Colin. What more do they need to do? They should have beat the Patriots.
Oh, well, I didn't know they gave trophies for should have.
Well, they lost by 3 on the road. If that game had been in Kansas City, the Chiefs win.
What are your people in Kansas City saying?
That Patrick Mahomes, look, for people in Kansas City, you got to understand, the Chiefs went like 30 years without drafting a quarterback in the first round.
Oh, you're right.
Todd Blackledge in '83 with the great quarterback draft. And then after that, it was this conga line of San Francisco cast-offs. From Joe Montana to Steve Bono to Elvis Gerbach.
It was.
Steve DeBerg actually didn't come directly from San Francisco, but it was this cast-off of, San Francisco wannabes. And now the Chiefs have landed the most exciting young quarterback in football. Kansas City's on fire.
I said this the other day. It used to be on Sundays. I got up, and I've always loved Brady. I wanted to know where Brady played and where Aaron Rodgers played. I got to be honest with you. And people think I'm being hyperbolic here. Aaron's 34. He's carrying a franchise of average skill people. He's limping regularly. I don't think they win the division. I said this. I no longer get up going, where's Aaron playing? I don't, Jason. I get up and I go, where's Brady playing and where's Mahomes playing? And people think I don't like Aaron. Aaron's a first ballot Hall of Famer. But when I watched him the other night against San Francisco, he's not as electric. And he doesn't have the exciting play. He doesn't have a Travis Kelce. I'm sorry.
He just led a great comeback.
I'm not saying he's not great.
Threw some dimes.
Who is more fun to watch?
I don't know if anybody's more fun to watch than Aaron Rodgers. Now, again, I like your little list because everybody does have a QB list, and mine is Mahomes, Prop Cam,
By the way,
Brady.
I don't get up in the morning with Andrew Luck. For about an hour and a half, Andrew Luck was a guy. I'm like, where's Andrew playing? I get up in the
Mayfield, I would throw on that list where I check to see where he's playing.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Baker's on my list. Mahomes, Brady. I kind of like Goff.
Goff's a system guy.
Oh, God.
Look, man, Cam Newton's got to be on the list, too.
Not
because
mine.
you don't know what's going to happen.
Well,
he could look like the greatest thing in the world, and then he could fall apart on you.
I don't understand. Inconsistency doesn't turn me on. If you were a columnist and every other column was great, I wouldn't read you. You got to give me – I like precision, accuracy, and you're good. Mahomes, win or lose, is fascinating and good every week.
No question about it.
You made an interesting comparison. You've never been a huge fan of LeBron to the Lakers. They debut tomorrow.
Yep.
And I think they're a 47-51 win team. I don't think you like him as much.
No.
People put, Brady and LeBron, Michael Jordan on that sports Mount Rushmore. What's the big difference to you between the two?
Yeah, I think that, and I said this week on Monday, I think, on Speak for Yourself, Brady is the premier athlete, the greatest athlete of this era. He has surpassed LeBron James. And look, it happened before the game with Kansas City, but just watching that game with Kansas City, watching a 41-year-old guy on 3rd and 1, I think from his own 34-yard line, late in the game, instead of handing the ball off, instead of taking the safe throw, this dude unloads a 42-yard bomb.
Perfect.
To Chris Hogan, and it's perfect. And I'm like, how can he do that at 41? And I'm watching the next great superstar quarterback struggle with his accuracy in that game. And I'm looking, and Brady's more precise at 41. It just made me say, I think as great as his career has been, I don't think we fully appreciate how great Brady is and for how long he's been great. The 5 Super Bowl titles. He plays the most important sport. He plays the most important position. He is the premier athlete of this era. He surpasses LeBron James.
And he is also obsessed with football.
No, and again, that was the other thing I've thought about just during this year. I want my athlete game or turn that TV on. I want a super obsessed superstar. I don't Brady entertains me every time I watch him, and I don't get distracted. I don't care about his politics. I don't, I guess I kind of know what they are, but I don't think he's ever really articulated anything. And so it's not a thing where I think LeBron's doing anything wrong, but for what I want from athletes and what I think they're really equipped to do is entertain me on the football field or on the basketball court. That's what I want. I love Brady.
So last night, it was almost mean-spirited by the NBA. It was virtual trolling. I don't think they meant it to be this way, but Westbrook in street clothes, who got dumped, he got dumped by Durant.
Not Paul George.
No, he got dumped by Westbrook. He had to sit there in street clothes and watch Durant get fit for a wedding ring, and it was like in your face, brutal, and they were chirping as the game started. Let's be honest. This is the most lopsided divorce in sports history.
It is, but, Kevin went into an arranged marriage. Kevin went into something he didn't have to work that hard for. And so and look, I don't want to get it confused. I respect Kevin Durant. I think he's a great player. I think he's going to be MVP this year. But in terms of just who is the man's man in that deal between him and Westbrook, I got a little bit more respect for Westbrook staying in OKC, being 100%
You didn't stay in Kansas City or Indianapolis. You took opportunities.
I stayed a long time.
Oh, boy.
16 years in Kansas City.
Well, for an NBA player, 7 years is 16. You calling us right to your 100.
And look, I didn't just jump, though, to a dynasty where it would be easy.
Where'd you jump?
Where did I go? I came here to Fox Sports.
Oh, yeah, that's a small brand. Nobody's ever heard of that. So you went from local, and then when there was a better offer, you went to a place full of stars with better weather.
Look, first of all, I built a dynasty in Kansas City before I left. That was the greatest sports section anybody's seen in the last 20 years.
Wright Thompson.
And I was the foundational piece.
Well,
Joe Bozzanti, Wright Thompson.
I don't know.
The whole.
You didn't pass a lot. So
yeah, I did not. I did shoot a lot. But again, I think Kevin Durant realizes this, and that's why I think he's going to leave Golden State. I think he's going to go to the New York Knicks.
You buy that?
Yeah. I think, and I would respect the hell out of it. Well, hey, I won 3 trophies here with Golden State. I'm going to go out to New York and try to build my own franchise, be the clear-cut number one guy. I think that's how he elevates himself in the conversation and becomes by that time LeBron will be, on the real backside of his career. But that's how he elevates himself and gets himself in the conversation as one of the 10 greatest players of all time.
Yeah, but losing stinks. God, good. The Knicks you'd be losing. Boston's
I love the hard work.
Why?
Because it's reward. Because if you pull off the impossible and things that people don't ever think is imaginable. I had several opportunities to leave Kansas City early in my career. I love being in Kansas City and love making a national name out of Kansas City because no one else could do it. And people, you got to go to New York or L.A. to be a successful writer. And I was like, no, you don't. Not if you're really good. And so Kevin Durant has that opportunity. I think if he goes someplace else, Colin, it's no different than you coming here or me coming back to Fox Sports and to take on ESPN. I love this challenge, and people don't think we can do it, and we are doing it. I love this challenge, and it's going to be a great reward when it's mission accomplished. We'll go down in history.
Yeah, hopefully. That'd be great.
You got to admit, you miss me a lot, don't you? You miss me. You just left SFY. You didn't say goodbye.
Well,
I think I was on vacation when you, peace out. I'm like, damn, I'm out of town. I don't even get – admit it, you miss me.
Well,
admit it, you miss me.
I would say I miss your insightful, different worldview.
You miss the
I didn't have a hard time working with you. You're tough. You have got big, strong opinions, and that stuff never bothered me.
No, of course
easy.
Admit, tell America you miss me. Everybody misses me when I'm gone. Well, every girlfriend I ever had, they're like, oh, man, the guy's 5 to 7 pounds overweight. He's a little bit sloppy. He doesn't clean up after himself.
Really?
Average to mediocre in bed.
Yeah.
But I miss him.
Yeah, but they still all leave. Jason
That is
Whitlock.
true.
Good seeing you, bud. Joe Haitiano with the news.
No. Turn on the news. This